If the circle is a symbol of the limits of our knowledge or of our existence, if we start up here, draw a line down like that, this would be the element of earth, solid form, earth flows downward, and this would be fire, fire flows upward. Over here we'd have air, air kind of moves back and forth across the surface of the earth, and then this one would be water, because water tends to try to find a level spot, doesn't flow up. Okay, this then is a symbol of life. If you think about all the processes that make up life on Earth, or make up the Earth, you see how that symbol represents all of that. All the matter accreted way back when and got so dense and big it made heat on the inside and formed volcanoes, which formed gases, which formed fluids and water. So therefore that symbol is kind of like a representation of the Earth and all the processes that made it up and make it work. Also on the microcosm level, if you look at cells in general, they are solid, made up of little bits of matter. There is water in them, and chemical reactions use water and matter to either create heat, or they use heat to make oxygen, or sometimes they use oxygen. So in that tiny little level, all those elements also interact. The circle is a symbol of perfection. It's the perfect shape. Completeness, eternity, there's no beginning and no end. Or it's a boundary. What's inside, what's outside, what we know, what we don't know, what we can think of and what we can't even imagine. Or the mundane and the spiritual. The circle in this sense is a spirit of the creative force, spiritual, divine, deity, whatever you want to name it. So if we start here at the top, we'll call it spirit, and draw a line down this way. Spirit, or the creating force, touches earth, and it creates life. This then is the embryo, and we're going to talk about human life here. So this is the embryo. Come up here to the element of water. Water in this sense represents the amniotic fluid, the process of life, or emotion. And in our early years, we not only need nurturing and nourishment, we also judge the world and react to the world with emotion. And water stands for emotion. Now in the next stage of development, we'll come over here to the element of air. Air represents the mind, intellect, intuition. The next way that we interact with the world, or we learn about the world, is through knowledge. We go to school, we learn, experience things, and we get to know more, and therefore we react with thought. From then, come down here to the element of fire, and fire, as you know, burns away the old so that the new can come out, and this represents transformation, or the soul that is developed next on our way back up to spirit. We rise back up to the divine. That symbol then is called the pentagram. Some people call it pentacle, but pentacle is actually just a five-pointed star. Five-pointed stars have been used throughout history to represent all kinds of things. But drawn in that way, five-pointed star within a circle, it's, well, some people look at it as an evil symbol, but it's not. I've explained it here, how many people see it, the people that you see using it today, in a good way. The people who use it. It's not evil. It's just a representation of how they see the universe and their place in it.